is you talking about? It was meant for him to die. He's not going to hell. Anybody who commits is going to where, boys and girls? Hey, where he's going to ride in, boys and girls? Kyren Lacy will ride in hell. You don't let no white man. Every independent Hurricane Carter went to jail. The box went to jail for murder he didn't even commit. Guess what he did? Went in the cell in the box. Told them white folks I ain't putting no uniform on. Kyren Lacy. He done been found innocent and he done guaranteed a trip to hell. A weak ass. He know he innocent. For to kill my motherfucker that and fuck his mama and anybody else who supported him. Everybody who mad about Kyren Lacy. He was a weak ass and he's supposed to die.
Charleston has said
I don't know. Charleston might gotta go. I ain't gonna lie. Charleston, you tripping. Charleston White just got canceled for doing something really bad. Charleston White is always getting canceled. He's just one of those people who just every week is something. And I'm not gonna lie, I do like Charleston White. Like, I know he playing a character and sometimes he do go too far, but sometimes he say some stuff I be like, yeah, you know? And I feel like his heart's in the right place for the most part. Yeah, sometimes he go too far, and I'm pretty sure whatever he did this time is probably ain't nothing compared to what he already done did. What else can Charleston White do? Nothing, because he done did everything. I done heard it all. Comment how y'all feel about Charleston White. Let's go ahead and get into it.
Charleston White currently has everybody on the internet really pissed.
Like,
really, really pissed. And it's all because of his comments on Kyren Lacy. Now, if you guys are not familiar with who Kyren Lacy is, Kyren Lacy was a college football star. He was supposed to go to the NFL. But right before he was supposed to go to the NFL, he got arrested for negligent homicide.
Hey, man, shout out to Kyren Lacy. I heard about the story. I was a fan of his. And the whole situation is just sad. Like, so sad. It's so sad.
Well, tonight, former LSU wide receiver Kyren Lacy turned himself in on charges related to a hit and run that killed a man. Lacy declared for the draft after graduating in December.
Dang.
Now he could be charged with negligent homicide. Good evening and thanks so much for watching. I'm Whitney Miller. Lacy bonded out of jail less than 2 hours after turning himself in. We were the only news outlet there as he arrived at the Lafourche Parish Sheriff's Office. You can see him enter the building and speak with several state troopers, then get led to the back. The crash happened last month in Jack Bay. State police say a Dodge Charger was driving southbound on Highway 20. The driver sped up and crossed into the northbound side to pass multiple cars in front of them, even though it was a no passing lane. A car in the northbound lane stopped to avoid being hit, which caused the car behind them to swerve and hit another vehicle head on. The Charger sped off and 3 people from 2 of those cars were taken to the hospital. One 78-year-old man, Herman Hall, died not long after. Investigators identified the Charger as belonging to Kyren Lacy. State police issued an arrest warrant for him, and tonight he turned himself in. Authorities tell us he faces charges of negligent homicide, felony hit and run, and reckless operation.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all who be driving them Chargers and Scat Packs and Hellcats, y'all gotta chill out because there's real consequences behind what y'all do. Like when y'all be out with these takeovers. I live in Atlanta, so it's takeovers almost every night. All you hear is Hellcats and Scat Packs. Y'all gotta chill sometime though. Like a lot of y'all don't be knowing what y'all doing. That be the problem. Like y'all don't be knowing what y'all doing. Y'all can't even drive for it. Y'all don't even have your license with a Hellcat. A Hellcat, no license, ain't never drove, never passed the test. Man, y'all gotta chill, cause this. And then, like, even if you get money, why would you get a Charger? Why would you get a Challenger in the first place? Like, asking for trouble. Even if you didn't do nothing, they gonna think you did it, cause that's the car all the criminals be driving. I ain't gonna say criminals, but still, y'all gotta chill out, man. Y'all gotta lay low. Y'all be too hot.
Start in college, right? He was supposed to get drafted like late first round pick, early second round. But after this incident, it was pretty much expected he was probably going to go in the later rounds, if not undrafted. But there were still hopes for the NFL. Now, nobody really had the full story, to be honest. It was Kyren Lacy's word versus the eyewitnesses, because when the police came, the eyewitnesses identified him as the vehicle that was swerving in front of everybody that led to the crash. So fast forward, right? This happened December. Fast forward to April, 11 days before the NFL draft, before Kyren will figure out what his future is going to be. Is he going to get drafted, or is he going to try to fight his way onto a team, rather through practice squad, undrafted free agency, et cetera, et cetera?
Right.
But Kyren Lacy unfortunately took his life 11 days before the NFL draft because he had another incident. He had an incident with a family member. He fired a gun at the ground. Family members called the police. He fled into the vehicle. When the police found him, he was dead.
The former LSU wide receiver who was facing.
And man, RIP Kyren Lacy, LSU superstar, man. It's just sad. Like, that mental health is a real thing. Y'all really got to get y'all mental health checked. I know as men, we be like, oh, we super tough. We like this and this and that. But that mental health is real. You got to make sure you check on yourself and check on your people. Because you never know what someone going through. Like, you know, people would have thought, like, oh, he's so happy. He about to get drafted, about to be rich. Like, no, that's something you got to fight within yourself. So, you know, just talk to somebody, man. Y'all can talk to me. Y'all can DM me. Just DM me on Instagram. You know, we can have a little chit-chat. I'm going to help you out the best I can because I ain't even got all the answers. But I'll try my best, though.
Facing criminal charges in Louisiana, died during a police pursuit right here in Houston. Now, here's what the Harris County Sheriff's Office is telling us tonight. It started after 11 Saturday night. Deputies with the Precinct 4 Constable's Office were called to a weapons disturbance. Apparently, Lacy was having an argument with a family member when he fired a gun into the ground. Now, by the time deputies arrived, Lacy had left. 20 minutes later, a unit spotted Lacy's vehicle and tried to stop him. There was a chase that went on for several miles, but ended when Lacy crashed along Aldine Westfield Road. When deputies were getting him from the vehicle, they found what appeared to be a self-inflicted gunshot wound. HCSO believes the shot was fired during the chase. We're told an autopsy will be conducted on Lacy's body. Also, the Civil Rights Division of the Harris County District Attorney's Office will review the results of the investigation once it's finished, which is standard procedure when a death occurs during an attempted arrest.
Here's the thing. The incident that led to him losing his life took place after he pulled a gun out on a family member, shot it to the ground, and then did the police chase. But a lot of people really believe, and I'll be real, I don't think they're wrong for believing this, that he would still be alive if he wasn't accused of negligent homicide. If the negligent homicide arrest didn't happen, he wouldn't have felt like this incident with the family member was his last straw, so he had to go, right?
Another thing, it ain't never too late. I know, like, even with this situation, he probably did feel like it's over with. But your life is worth more than what you can do. Everybody go through low points. You can't really just sit into it and just give up, because you don't know how you going to feel a month from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now. Like, it's a sad case. But, yeah, he probably did feel like no hope.
And that's the belief. And because that's the belief, a lot of people was irate and angry when new evidence arise proving that Kyren Lacy was not responsible for the car accident that led to those deaths, that he was actually 75 feet away from the accident. So there's no way he could have caused it, and his arrest was false. And that pissed off a lot of people.
That's right. So Kyren Lacy's attorney says that he looked at every piece of evidence, including surveillance video, body cam footage, and the investigative report by the Lafourche Parish District Attorney's Office. During that interview shared with us by Homa TV, the attorney says reports between the District Attorney's Office and state police do not add up. During a recent interview on Homa TV, former LSU football star Kyren Lacy's attorney, Matt Orr.
Hey, man, they wrong for that. They said they had witnesses who seen it. Witnesses. How you witness something that didn't happen? Well, I ain't gonna say it didn't happen, but how you witness and then guess who did it? Because if he didn't do it, he was 75 feet away, and y'all said it was him. Man, it's cold out here. It's a cold world, man. I ain't gonna lie. They blame that man, and he was 75 feet. What's that, like a football field almost? You 75 feet away, and they say you did it. I don't know. He probably, yeah, he was gonna go to jail, and it's like, He didn't even do nothing.
Surveillance video shows Lacy was more than 70 yards away from a collision on State Highway 20 in Lafourche Parish that killed 78-year-old Herman Hall in December of 2024.
At the time of impact, he's 72.6 yards behind the vehicles at the time of impact.
Following that wreck, Lacy was accused of being at fault for the crash and turned himself in to state police in January on counts of negligent homicide, felony hit and run, and reckless operation of a vehicle. At the time of his arrest, Louisiana State Police stated that Lacy, who was driving a green Dodge Charger, illegally passed multiple vehicles, causing a vehicle traveling in the opposite direction to avoid Lacy by swerving and crashing head-on into the vehicle that Herman Hall was a passenger in. Ori says Lacy was too far away to have any effect on the crash.
Kyren Lacy did in fact pass 4 cars. There's no disputing that. Further north, Kyren Lacy passed 4 cars. However, he was back in his lane of travel, 92.3 yards. Back in his lane, behind Mr. Hall.
That's a good
In a
attorney
statement
right
sent
there.
to WWL Friday
Great
night,
attorney.
Louisiana State Police said in response to the Homa TV interview in part, investigative findings revealed that Mr. Lacy's reckless driving while approaching oncoming traffic led to the events of the crash.
The very last line of the report from the district attorney's office says, the evidence submitted in the crash report does not support that Kyren Lacy should have known that his actions were the cause of the crash that happened approximately 72 yards in front of him.
This pissed off a lot of people, and people were literally taking to social media to call for any and everyone who had a role in this to be disciplined. One user says, Tyler Warren.
If someone makes a false accusation, they need to be disciplined. If you call the police on someone for nothing, I feel like you need to be disciplined because this is ridiculous. Like, this is really ridiculous. I really hate seeing stuff like this. And y'all should too. If you really support me, you should hate seeing this too. But it's just a sad case. It's just so sad. Like, so sad.
Deserves jail time for his role in the death of Kyren Lacy. False accusations and illegal investigation tactics directly led to Kyren taking his life. He shouldn't be able to be a cop anymore. Despicable. Another user wrote, how about a Kyren Lacy act? These police need to go to prison when they lie on government records and use coercion tactics. So this user believes that the police coerced the witness into naming like Kyren Lacy's vehicle. Another user posted a picture of the DA and they captioned it, this is the DA in a Kyren Lacy case who decided to proceed with charges after seeing this evidence. Hashtag Kyren Lacy, hashtag justice. Another user was hoping that Kyren Lacy's family bankrupts the state of Louisiana, stating, this is unbelievable.
I really hope his family do get some money. And I hope they investigate the cops, the witnesses. Somebody need to go down. Because that's crazy. For you to be 75 feet away, I got to watch y'all back for real, for real. For real.
For the most part, people believe that Kyren Lacy was dealt a bad hand. And because of that bad hand, he's no longer with us. And people like Van Lathan, and he posted, this makes me so angry. And for the most part, this was one of the topics, especially, bro, in like this current climate where it's heavily political. This was one of those things that it felt like everybody was united on. Well, everybody besides Charleston White. All right, because while people is grieving Kyren Lacy, Charleston White has a opposing view on this Kyren Lacy situation. And here's what he had to say.
Kyren Lacy, he done been found innocent, and he done guaranteed a trip to hell. A weak ass, he know he innocent. For to kill my motherfucker, that and fuck his mama and anybody else who supported him. Fuck everybody who mad about Kyren Lacy. He was a weak ass. He's supposed to die.
Austin has said
Charleston, I don't know. Charleston might got to go. I ain't going to lie. Charleston, you tripping. Like, you tripping. You really tripping. I don't know. I don't even think it's an act no more. Like, I used to think this was like just a character or something, but that man ain't did nothing to you.
Said in the past that he has made millions of dollars off of rage baiting and pissing off people. But this is one of those things, but especially when we're dealing with something as sensitive as death, as sensitive as, I don't know, man, a young man with that much promise who wasn't gangbanging, who wasn't in the streets. He was a football player. In this situation, man, I just don't see like the reward or benefit that comes from this, right? Because I don't feel like the people who are grieving like Kyren Lacy online, there's not really, like, for example, if you want to race bait to where, for example, right, if you're race baiting, let's say, Republicans, well, there's a bunch of Democrats who are going to support you and put money in your pockets because of it, right? If you're race baiting, like, let's say, King Von or dead rappers, there's a large majority of hip-hop fans who will put money in your pocket because they're anti-streets, they're anti-gang. This Kyren Lacy situation is really about injustice. There's not really like a supporting.
He has to be addicted to like attention. I don't know. I really don't know the reason. I don't know. Maybe he's addicted to attention. Maybe he's crazy. Who knows?
Like, probably like what, like Rep the Blue. There's not really like a supporting group for this take. But Charleston White is still going along with it. Now, he will say F. Kyren Lacy's mom, which is crazy, right? And that pissed off a lot of people. He said F his mom and F anyone who supports him. Now, Charleston White's reason for saying F. Kyren Lacy is he believes that how Kyren Lacy went out was weak. And if he believed he was truly innocent, he should have fought it out. But, bro, not everybody is as strong as some of us, right? Like, not everybody has the mental capacity to deal with that. And I don't feel like shaming people in their death is the best way to have these conversations, right? I think offering up resources, offering up honest and open discussions about it, but not this route, man. This is wrong.
You talking about? It was meant for him to die. He's not going to hell. Anybody who commits is going to where, boys and girls. Hey, where he's going to ride his boys and girls, Kyren Lacy will ride in hell. You don't let no white man. Hurricane Carter went to jail. The box went to jail for murder he didn't even commit. Guess what he did? Went in the cell in the box. Told him white folks ain't putting no uniform on. They put him in the hole. What he did? Talk to himself. You don't kill yourself. Fuck that weak ass. And fuck anybody who feeling sorry for him. I don't feel sorry for no nigga that'll go against his nature and kill himself. He don't mean us no good as a fuck him. Fuck his football team. Whoever. You think if I won't say Charlie Kirk, I won't say self-hanging ass. You make that white boy hang you. You make him wrongly convict you. You make the white boy kill you. You don't kill yourself. You make the white man kill you. You don't kill yourself. So fuck that. So don't bring that weak ass African American shit to a real. No real nigga gonna hang himself, kill himself, stab himself. He might jack his off. That's the most a real nigga gonna do to himself. Jack the skin off. Jack his skin and hurt him. But nigga ain't hurting himself. He'll hurt his. He might fuck with no rubber. Rolling the dice. Huh? And he might not catch nothing this time. He'll fuck again with no rubber. And hit again. But he ain't hitting himself. He'll take all kind of chances with it. Fuck all kind of raggedy little shit with it. But is not taking his life. He be reckless with his dick before he take his life. That's all I'm saying. Don't come here.
In response to Charleston White's comments about
Charleston got real problems. I ain't gonna lie. Like, he got real problems. Like, and I ain't gonna say it's crazy because my family, we from Mississippi. And it's like everybody know a person like this. And so it's not like surprising, but it's like, that's some real, like, you really hurting. Like you got some real problems. I hope he get that situated.
Kyren Lacy. One Twitter user by the name of Tavius Kwan, and he wrote, "Boy, I can't wait till they catch this disabled blank." People are really upset about this. Another user wrote, "Cancel him already. I'm tired of his eye." Here's the thing, man, and here's why it's impossible to fully cancel Charleston White. Charleston White has offended every group of people. Charleston White, like, his income source is not reliant on YouTube, on Instagram, on Twitter. No, Charleston White, his income source is reliant on going on other people's platform, which for the most part is because he brings the views, right? Is he sits down with people that you like and he gives them conversations that's contentious, so hence you watch it, right? So it's impossible to cancel him if he makes his money based on being, unagreeable, right? When he starts being agreeable, then he can't really go on like Cam Newton or Patrick Beverley.
The only way you can cancel him for real is like not watching him. Like you see something with Charleston White, you don't watch it, but you gonna watch it though, because it's gonna be some wild. And like I said, I've heard him say some good stuff, but I don't know, man. I don't know.
David or other platforms that you like Say Cheese, and say the things that you hate, right? Because you won't watch. So you even reacting is how he gets paid. Now, this user in particular was really angry. I mean, he says, "I hope you unalive fool. Can't even lie, and I know it's not right. You a weird MF, and you real think that issue doing cool. Really hope somebody burn your gang. You a weird hot damn." I don't co-sign that last sentiment because I don't wish harm on Charleston White. I don't have any bad blood or negative energy for Charleston White. I do think Charleston White has some positive things to offer, but I can't co-sign this. I think Charleston White is 100% wrong in regards to Kyren Lacy. Nah, man, it's just way too soon, and it's not right. I do understand people anger, but I don't feel like meeting that energy and wishing harm is the right thing to do either, right? But y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about?
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I want to hear what y'all got to say. Y'all comment below what y'all think, because I don't wish harm on nobody, but you gotta heal, man. You gotta get your stuff together, man. Y'all like, comment, subscribe, join the family. Y'all subscribe to the channel. Like I said, we going up. It's like my second upload today. I'm going crazy. The boy going crazy. All right. Appreciate y'all. And I'll see y'all next video.